Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. Thanking you for your viewership. Rings TV, Reach TV, and your membership on YouTube. Wiley's World. Well, I'll give this to Pat McAfee if he wants it to put it in the background because he's going where I used to be. He's going to ESPN in a multi-year deal. Oh, I like that. Damn, we still banging the corrupt. Let's go. All right, so Pat McAfee is bringing his weekday sports talk show to ESPN this fall as part of a multi-year deal. All right, so the Pat McAfee show will air live weekdays simultaneously on ESPN, ESPN Plus, ESPN's YouTube channel. ESPN will announce the new weekday afternoon schedule before the show is launched this fall. SportsCenter will continue to be included in that schedule. Yeah, I've heard some people talk about like it's going to be get up, everybody say, and then after get up, you got first take, right? I said what I said. And then you got after that, it's going to be Pat McAfee show in SportsCenter. Can't lie, y'all. That's a good lineup. That's a good lineup. I don't listen to a ton of sports media, sports talk, but when my background, my backdrop TV on, working out, whatever it's doing, oh, I like that lineup right there. But there are other ones I like as well, but that's pretty dope. Gotta admit that. Don't come in here with that hater spirit here either, y'all. I know how it's gonna go. I know how this conversation is gonna go. I'm gonna look at them comments and be like, God dang. Act like I cursed out your Lord and Savior. People are hot. Y'all are upset. Let's unpack it first together. All right. So ESPN went out there. Jimmy Pitaro said that Pat's a proven talent. He and his team have built the Pat McAfee show into one of the most engaging programs in sports and all the media. It's a destination for athlete interviews and breaking news and a centerpiece of a growing community of sports fans. We're honored to bring Pat and the show to ESPN through a multifaceted, multi-platform approach. Gotta love that right there, and he's right. And it's funny, what did they say? Did the Pat McAfee show start in 2018? I heard 2018 until present day, right? Man, whoo, 5 years. I haven't been doing this 5 months, but this sucker been doing it for 5 years. And 5 years later, he was in position to call his shots, including stay still and just enjoy that FanDuel deal up to $120 million. But Pat McAfee had other things to consider. So Pat McAfee went out there and said he's extremely honored that ESPN is blessing us with this opportunity to be a part of the next chapter of the ESPN family. All right. We do not take that lightly and are going to work hard to make sure this is a success. All parties involved agree the time has come for a bunch of sports stooges in the Thunderdome in Indiana to sprinkle in some fun and celebration of sport as well. That's why I love that dude. I know you guys do as well, because the levity, just because he's like, dog, even in my intro press statement to my new platform, he like, dog, it's about the Thunderdome and the Stooges. It's so good, right? So they're going to announce it. They got the upfronts where the advertisers are there to see the new lineups. That's happening on Tuesday. Boom! You're going to see Pat McAfee there with the tank top on, dripping on their head. So it's going to go down. All right. Now, Pat McAfee swears, and he keeps saying this, we ain't changing a damn thing. Every other word is good to go. We won't be doing that because it's the middle of the day, but everything else will be good. What won't they be doing? The F-bombs, right? Basically, he's getting to that. He's saying no more F-bombs. They say the deal will be $10 million per year. I don't know how they know without knowing, but it's around there. And McAfee will bring the whole crew. Aaron Rodgers will still interview on Tuesdays. So they got it all locked in. Okay. All right, let's address the elephant in the room. And we're not talking about me if I eat Del Taco once again like I did last night. We're talking about, wow, did Pat McAfee sell out? Y'all need to stop. He didn't sell out. What he did was sell his services. And he sold them to FanDuel first for $120 million. And everyone knows that, like on the internet, oh man, it's just, you could be yourself, authentic. That's not only the reality, but that's what people perceive it as, right? Then you perceive Disney and ESPN differently, even though the reality may be different. Let's talk about the perception of Disney. Oh, you're getting Disney-fied, right? They're going to put Mickey's ears on you, and next thing you know, you're going to be, hey, boys and girls, and Pat McAfee with a tank top on and Mickey's ears. Wishka, Mushka, Mickey. He ain't doing that. Y'all know damn well you could be a lot more edgy over there than that. right? So where is he going? What's the reality, not the perception? Y'all know I got too many kids because I know that one. Where is he going in reality? I think he's going to this pseudo hybrid model. The F-bomb's got to go, right? You just can't do it. You can't go there. But I will push back on everybody saying, y'all don't love him for the F-bombs. Y'all love him the same reason I love him, because it's not because he says fuck. It's because he's fun and doesn't give a fuck. You get the difference? Like, fuck. You can say that all you want, but can you wear it? You know, without even saying it. You know people like that. Shoot, people say I'm like that. I know damn well. Oh, if you come to me with some issues and some problems and some beef and you expect me to engage with you, you're going to say, I don't give a fuck. No, I ain't tripping. You ain't messing up my happy existence that I constantly have to create. So I think that Pat McAfee losing a couple of choice vocab words won't affect the spirit of the show. It shouldn't. He didn't sell out. He just sold his services like we all do, like you should too. But what do you sell them for is the conversation I think that's interesting here. Pat McAfee had 120 million on the table. Let's just use that, right? And so let's say he's making 30, 40 a year. 30, I think it was. 4 years, 120, 30. Now he's making 10. So there's a $20 million difference. What did McAfee take in sacrifice, and what did he pay for in that haircut? So there's a $20 million difference. And in that, I'm sure the conversations went like this. Look, I know damn well y'all not gonna pay me $30 million a year. You're not gonna pay me what y'all pay Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, sprinkled in with a little Max Kellerman. Like, y'all ain't about to do all that, right? So I get it. So for the money I'm giving up, what am I getting in return? The first easy one is, back-end support. I can tell y'all what they're gonna say right now. Back-end support and resources, platform, exposure. Look at our numbers, look at our reach. And he's like, well, look at my numbers, look at my reach. Like, I'm all right. Like, that's good. It's better over there, because now you not only talk about their digital platform, but you also got to talk about their linear platforms and how they just go to every bar, hotel, lounge, etc. Right? So they got the number game, right? We could spread your message even greater. He's like, but that's not $20 million worth a year. So then you start getting to where the rubber meets the road. And Pat McAfee in this moment has leverage. He's like, I will give up some of that money. I already got what I need, and now I'm just, stacking it up for the generational wealth. What I want is the special sauce to stay the main ingredient as we cook up this new show. Because that's what happens a lot of times when you get the network. You get yourself around some other producers, and I'm sure he was like, I got to bring my team. Even if my team isn't deemed qualified to work at ESPN, which basically means if his team would have walked in without Pat McAfee saying, can I get a job there? Be like, man, stop. Where you been working on? YouTube? But Pat McAfee sounds good, but is Pat coming with you? If not, U-turn. That could have happened. But now he's like, buddy pass. Y'all know what a buddy pass is. They all with me. If you want me in the club, they coming in with me too. Oh, only 4 dudes. They all coming, right? So I think Pat McAfee had the leverage in that situation. Okay, starting to justify. I got like 5, 10, 15 other people employed with their own contracts from ESPN. I get my 10. Y'all all gonna get chipped off. AJ Hawk gonna get his, Stooges and y'all gonna get y'all's. And then he's like, keep that secret sauce, that special sauce. And I get to keep that and mix it in. That means, okay, I can lose a word or two, but I gotta do my antics. I still gotta throw the football, the whole field, and try and make it in a basketball hoop or something. They gotta do what they do in spirit. And ESPN must have assured them that. I'm a believer in this. I'm a believer that this is gonna work. And if it doesn't work, it still will work. You wanna know why? He'll just bring his butt back to YouTube. No, he ain't gonna do that, he ain't gonna leave. He just left FanDuel for 120. You don't think he'll leave ESPN? Just like, deuces, I'm going back to YouTube. I'm losing too much of my authenticity, or I'm losing my audience, or people looking at me different. That's a real thing. One of the things that I learned is that by association, a lot of people digest the information, right? I used to say stuff with Michelle Beadle, and it would land right here. I say stuff with Max Kellerman, it land right here. I say the same thing with Jason Whitlock, and it landed in left field. I said the same thing when Acho, it landed in right field. And I was like, golly, this association law is a mug. So in that respect, he hasn't went through that yet. Because remember, when he wanted to work at ESPN, when he wanted to work after leaving the league and being a punter, they didn't want him. They didn't want him. And now he come in swinging that hammer like, I got this in the Thunderdome. So I think it's all going to work out, because if it doesn't work out, he'll go right back to YouTube exclusively. And if it's not FanDuel, hopefully they left on great terms. Heard it wasn't. I don't know. It's just conjecture. But somebody else is out there, because gambling is only doing this. So some other betting site's going to bet on Pat McAfee. I love it. My only real question outside of everything we just addressed is his channel on YouTube. Like, I know he's going to do ESPN YouTube, but is he going to do it through his channel as well? I don't know if ESPN wanted all that. He got a gang of subs. He need to dump those somewhere. Holla at your boy. Holla at your dog. He would have got a couple million. Throw him over here, damn it, so we can add to it. Oh, man, that'd be great. But I'm excited for this to see, because this is another iteration of the evolution of sports media, right? We got the normal sports media, used to be only 3 channels. Then it went to cable sports media. And then it went online in sports media. Now it's the hybrid. I'm going online and I'm going to be on linear media. Oh, man, what's next? It's going to be good. But Pat McAfee, once again, breaking ground. Look forward to seeing that. What y'all think of it, though? Like, this whole sellout stuff, I get it. That's a simple, lazy title. Not a fan of it, but I'm listening. What do you think really is going to happen? And are you just playing into the perception? Mushka, Mishka, Nikki. Or are you really thinking in reality that everything's going to be lost? It's been sold. It's been Disney-fied. Looking forward to this conversation, breaking it down in the comments and chopping up some wood.